Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is your boy Connor with Naruto D&D. Today we got Nick as don't know his name, Jim. We have Mike,
Hello?
Mike as, or actually, no, I'm next. We
Hey,
have
which
Silas
button?
as Travis. Travis as Silas. I suck at this. We have
Looks better.
Mike as Silver. Shut the fuck up, Nick. We have we have whoa shit. We have Erica's Lane.
Hello.
And then take it, Connor.
Lane, you hear a knock at the door.
Oh,
No, I forgot about this part.
I answered the door.
You open it to reveal Sasuke Uchiha.
I kind of glanced down at the ground.
He stands in the doorway, looking you in the eye. We need to talk.
She says, I didn't invite you, but okay. Whoa.
Ooh,
You can do that too.
you renegade.
See the village did?
Got him.
You both are sitting at a table, sipping some tea. So then, I have some questions for you, but I'll answer some of yours first. That ability to use the Black Flames, to use Amaterasu, is a trait of the Mangekyo Sharingan, a stronger version of the Sharingan. But you need to be careful. Every time you use that ability, you risk losing those eyes. Forever. Use it wisely. Time for my questions. Who is your mother and father?
They were rain ninja.
Why did you choose to join the Leaf Village?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Have you ever met a man named Orochimaru?
I saw him during our mission when we went to the village hidden in the waterfall when it was destroyed, when we were tracking down Awari, or I guess meeting up with him to do stuff.
Thank you. I have a mission that I'll be undertaking, and I don't know when I'll return, but when I do, I'll meet with you again. Also, I never said it before. Congratulations on making the Yambu.
You're in the Ambu?
Sasuke stands up and walks out.
When did you join the Ambu?
Hush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the first time it actually was a surprise. Well, thank you.
Jim and Silver, you all hear a knock at your door, and you all will open it to see a man dressed in standard attire, who begins to speak. Hello, I have been sent by Lord Hokage. You are summoned to meet at the following location, and he hands you a note. You all arrive at a restaurant at the outer edge of the city. This is completely empty aside from one man sitting at the center looking at the menu.
Where's the
I don't
Hokage?
trust that man.
I say to the strong looking man.
Do you walk in?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you say?
I said, where's the Hokage?
He looks at you and he says, "The Hokage." I just said the messenger I sent should have just said that you were summoned by the Hokage, not summoned to meet the Hokage.
Yeah.
Well, we just assumed that we were meeting the Hokage.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it appears that you've assumed wrong. But welcome here. As you can see, we're alone. I rented out the entire place because, well, I'm here on behalf of the Hokage as well as the Shinobi Union Guard, on a joint mission to make the world a better place, in short.
And how do you plan to do that?
By having an interview with you two.
And how's that going to make the world a better place?
Well, you see, I work for the Hidden Village newspaper, of a newspaper that goes out to all the hidden villages. And you see, I would like to have an interview with you being on a team with Awari's former team. The citizens in the world don't entirely feel safe with everything going on in the Leaf Village, specifically with your team, considering how 3 of them have turned traitors, including their one of those 3 being the teacher himself. And it is my job to try and make the world a little bit more at ease by interviewing you here.
What do you want to know?
Well, first things first, and he gestures you both to sit down. He goes, order something to eat, please, please. You look up and down the menu and you order something, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, I want to order everything.
All right, you order everything.
I decline.
No food? All right. So he starts speaking. He goes, now then, you 2, you are Silver and you are Jim.
Yes. What's it to you?
It's part of the interview. Kind of, important information, basic stuff. Now then, how do you feel being on your new team so far? I know that you haven't had much of a mission, according to what I heard from the Hokage, but still, how are you feeling so far?
Well, it's not much to it. I'm just here to do my job.
Okay.
Nothing more, nothing less.
And for you, Jim?
So, I'm just gonna look at your boy Silver. We haven't done really anything at all as a team, except for one mission that we really kind of fought separately.
Yeah, teamwork seems to be a problem there.
Well, that's not exactly good, but it is your first mission. That's understandable at this point.
Of course, of course.
Now on to the meat and potatoes of the topic. How
What?
much do you know about your teammates, the ones who you've joined up with? Not so much the creepy masked one, but the giant and the young girl with the Sharingan.
The younger, she has a Sharingan?
That's news to me.
So he looks at you and he goes, I mean, she's used it in the fight.
What fight?
He goes,
Yeah,
I
I
received
don't
a
care
full
if you're
report.
okay.
This is exactly what you've already been experienced to.
Right. I don't
Oh,
character.
right.
I didn't see her use the Sharingan. I know she's
Neither
used
did
the
I.
Sharingan. And
She's
she
in the
told
fight.
us what's happened.
Yeah, we know. We know she used it in the fight, but I'm trying not to metagame. Well, I mean, I did see it, but I'm trying to lie at the same time.
All right, we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna pretend that we did see it. And
I mean, she
pretend
wasn't
we
using
didn't
it like it wasn't like when you two were on opposite sides of a fucking crater. You were literally standing next to her.
see it. GG. All right.
It could just be very unobservant.
Apparently, that's the case.
Unless you just like used it and deactivated it, just like so she could see the.
I don't think you deactivated it in that fight, did you, Lynn?
I don't know, man. It was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just pretend
You're-
I had this idea.
Yeah, your character should have seen it, should have taken notice by it. As well as beyond that, you would have received a report about your new team, about what you were getting into beforehand, giving some of that
Yeah, but-
information.
But I'm lying.
Okay, and that's
Just,
fine
like,
for
cut-
you. I'm saying this
All right,
for the
just
sake
cut
of
this
Silver.
all out. Yeah, just,
All right.
just cut this all out. We're gonna start from scratch.
All right. So how are things going with your 2 other teammates, the giant and the young girl with the Sharingan?
What? She has the Sharingan?
We already went through this.
Yeah, you said cut it out.
Sharingan?
GG, was that an echo?
Pretty much.
God.
So how do you feel about the young girl, Lane?
Seems quite talented.
Yeah,
much.
especially when it comes to Iron Wire. I don't know. Her and Iron Wire, Go 1-1.
Ah, iron wire. That's interesting. Be a rare technique there.
She's seems pretty skilled, but she seems like she's hiding something. Very mysterious.
Ah, that is what I have heard. She seems to be shrouded in mystery.
Could be
How about the
concerning.
other one? How about the giant?
Jay, he seems very reliable. Pretty strong.
Yes,
if
I've
only
heard
he had a
he.
blue ox.
I don't get it.
You said what did you say?
If he
Yeah,
only
blue
had a blue
ox.
ox.
What?
I don't get the reference either.
Paul Bunyan, what the fuck?
Oh,
What the fuck is Paul Bunyan?
You know-
How
Holy
un-American are
shit.
you?
I've heard the name. I have no idea who the fuck he is.
Dude, bro, look it up real quick. Put it up on screen for the video.
It's not
For
worth my
everyone
time.
who's un-American.
It's not worth my time.
Boy, this is taking a lot longer than it did last time.
Yeah, it
Can
is.
we keep
that's
going?
right.
Can we like keep going? I don't.
That's what
we
I'm
don't
trying
have
to
a
fucking
night.
do, but someone keeps fucking making dumb jokes.
Shit.
All right.
He's a bit reckless in the last fight, but otherwise he's a pretty strong and reliable guy.
Yeah, he pushed a dragon pretty far. A full-grown dragon. Can you believe that?
Dragons, huh? I thought that they were
Yeah.
all extinct.
That's what we thought until we fought one.
Well, I'll have to make a fantastic note of that. That'll be quite the interesting bit to add in for the readers. Well, now more for you two. Silver, what are your specialties when it comes to fighting?
Well, that's
What
just
do you
it.
add to your team?
That's just it. Just a good fighter. I don't know too
Oh,
many ninjutsus. I'm not really from a ninja family.
yeah, I've heard that you were a descendant of monks.
You're a monk? Is that why you're bald?
I'm not both. But yeah, that's just skilled in combat of sorts, you could say.
In hand-to-hand combat? Taijutsu?
Somewhat.
Okay. All right. And for you, Jim, where do you specialize?
You know? I'm more of a sneaky ninja. That's just normal ninja. So really, I'm not special in any way.
Oh, I can't believe that. To be put on a team like this, you have to be skilled.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just know a couple ninjutsus. Nothing really too fancy.
I see. Well, so be it. How about your other new teammate, the creepy one, Hira? What do you know about him?
All
He
I
turns
know
to you,
about
Silver.
Hira,
You get something good here? You call him creepy, you know?
He just pushes me the wrong way. He's got like a mask. He only wears white. It's just not what I'm used to.
I can understand that.
Isn't he
put a
Jackson
pointy hat
Silverman?
on him and I'll stay like 5 feet away from him.
Well, what about him? Do you know where he specializes?
Yeah. In absolutely nothing. The guy brings 0 to the table.
So he just kind of looks at you and he looks at Silver and he goes, "Do you agree with that statement?"
Well, he seems to specialize in healing techniques. And
Oh,
believe
medical
I saw him
ninjutsu.
use, a few
Well,
other things.
That's fantastic. A team always could use a medic. Well then, I think that really covers all the questions that I have right now. Oh, I just realized I never introduced myself to you. My name is G.
Well, hello, G. It was awfully rude of you, but I'll forgive that.
Yeah, I apologize, my mistake. I I'll make it up to you by giving a ringing endorsement with my article. How about that?
Yeah, sure. Mhm. Of course you will.
He just kind of looks at you, Jim, and he just kind of brushes it off. He goes, "Now then, as I said, the place is already paid for. Have as much as you would like. But it is time for me to go. I need to go and get this article written up. I'll be sure to send you both a copy of the paper once the article comes out.
Alright, I'm gonna do a spot check on him as he leaves
All
to
right,
see if he's disguised at all.
all right. Well, spot check. As far as you can tell, he's not disguised.
Hmm. I don't know. Something gives me the creeps about this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you both finish up what you're doing, blah blah blah. And we continue on.
Yep.
Silas, you hear a knock at the door.
Really? It's my turn?
Yeah.
You just kidding.
40 minutes later after we start?
20 minutes, please.
It's 9:41.
Yeah, but it only took us 20 minutes for that whole session spot.
Shit.
For real.
Okay. So I open the door.
You see a bald man in a suit.
Hello.
Hello, Silas. My name is Swall. I represent the Shinobi Union, and I'm here talking to you about an important, and I do emphasize important, personal matter. May I come in?
Please.
Silas, you were a great asset to the Shinobi Union while you were with us. You remember that tragedy that occurred while you were there? Involving the village of hostile citizens in the Kote?
I recall.
Well, I'm afraid I have some bad news. Apparently they were led by a man, a ninja, unlike any we've seen. He has no weapons, and he only fights hand to hand, but his victims are unique. He doesn't target bandits, grunts, or anyone who's weak. He only targets high-ranking ninja that are in the underground market's bingo book. And, well, let me be more specific. You were on that mission. You were on that mission with Shinki of the Sand, Raibu of the Cloud, Chinmo of the Mist, Wankatsu of the Stone, Tengoken of the Iron, Hakaze of the Valley, Ori of the Rain, and Kandakai of the Sound. Tengoken died shortly before you left, as I'm sure you remember. You did kill his killers, after all. However, we've found a number of new killings. Chinmo of the Mist, Bunkatsu of the Stone, Hakaze of the Valley have all been found murdered, and all in the exact same way. The killer is the man who led that village that you destroyed, and for unknown reasons, he wasn't there when the attack happened. However, his sign is clear in all of these killings. The heads of the victims are... well, he causes the heads of his victims to explode. We don't know the technique or how he's doing it, but it's clear he's targeting your old crew. I've already warned Shinki of the Sand and Raibu of the Cloud, and I'm on my way after this to meet with Ori of the Rain and Kandakai of the Sound. I expect Shinki and Kandakai will be his last targets, but the rest of you three, but the rest of you three could be a target. What the fuck am I saying there? I expect Shinki and Kandakai will be his last targets, which means the rest of you three could be his next. Your Hokage has been informed and will be taking appropriate measures. So before I go, I'll tell you what we know about the man. He's flashy and cocky. He apparently goes around in a bright red cape with long black hair and a red headband. He goes by the name G. Unsure if it's a real name or an alias. Either way, he's dangerous, deceitful, and clever, so you must be careful. Now then, I must be off to warn the others. Good luck. The team gets called in for a mission. So, your mission. We've heard about a large gathering of rogue shinobi holding up somewhere in the northern section of the Land of Fire, but south of the Leaf Village. Your mission is to find out the validity of this intel, and if it is valid, then to find and exterminate these rogue shinobi. The first site will be Otakame Seto, where we received our intel from. It's a day's journey away. And you are all on your way out of the village. When you run into Ken. Anyway, I'm here to give some assistance for your mission. He hands each of you 25,000 Rio. Now, these other villages can be expensive, so make sure you spend that money wisely.
I can't accept this money.
I'll take it.
Did not concern me.
Yeah, I'll take it too.
Then you all make your way to Otakame Seto.
Oh,
I
wow, this
need
looks
to stop.
Are we
familiar.
outside the village or inside the village?
I'd like to stop us outside the village. Because if we're trying to do this discreetly, we should probably not all enter at the same time. After
Yeah,
all,
we
we're
should
trying
disguise
to
ourselves.
Also, I'd like to do roll a disguise check. We should
not
go.
go in all at the same
We
time.
should all
if we're
disguise and go in separately. Yes. What Lane said. I'm going to use some action points on my roll, but I'll go after someone else goes. Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna go on initiative.
I don't have
Jim.
any clothes to disguise.
Okay, disguise. Oh, I really wish I had Kozukai's disguise right now.
Who's Koz guy?
You know who Kozukai is. Out of everyone, you should know who Kozukai is.
Traitorous
Dead
scum.
guy.
Kozukai wasn't a traitor. He's got rallied into being a traitor.
Anyway, he's dead. Who cares?
I didn't kill that guy. Someone convinced me to do it.
Rip.
What dumb
Yeah, that's
logic.
what happened.
What dumb fucking logic.
So, Jim, why'd you roll
I-
twice?
I didn't roll twice. That 14 is my roll.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
All right, so that's your disguise check.
See,
All right, so you just like using a ninjutsu, or
yeah, I'm
Just-
using ninjutsu.
all right.
So Jim walks in first, and go where you're gonna go, Jim. It's your turn.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about the movement right now. Just what building? Or you look around. You see that this is definitely like a fancy little place. On the left, you see what seems to be a very nice-looking mansion, kind of a house. On the right, seems to be a town hall, kind of a place. Ahead, you can see definitely seems to be some fancy buildings.
Where do we place that?
Very bottom center.
That's what I thought, but I don't see no characters.
Do any of you see characters?
I do. I see them all.
Yep.
Where do you
So
want?
what
Where do you
about
want
the
us
last
to? Where do we want us to move you?
You know, nowhere for right now.
Okay.
You're just gonna disguise and chill.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Silas, you're up next.
I'd like to use some action points with
You
my
use
disguise check. This
One
time.
action point.
Okay, what does that do?
You add a 1d6 to your roll.
Woo!
So your regular roll plus 1d6 at the end.
Fuck.
It's not that bad.
All right. So you use your ninjutsu to transform. And you walk on in.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
That's a
Yeah, I'm just
reference to the
gonna-
last part when Silence rolled a 1 on his disguise check and looked like a hideous monster. That's called Sylvester Stallone hideous. I think he's beautiful.
You're just scared of him.
He could kick my ass.
So I'm just gonna. Also, I'm gonna take this time to say that I rolled, or that I have activated my strength rank 5 just for shits and giggles because
Okay.
I like to have it active and ready.
Okay. After some time
And-
goes by, it'll start draining your chakra, though.
That's fine. I've got 74 to drain.
Fair enough.
Damn.
So I'm just gonna be walking in. Are there windows next to me?
Yeah, in the mansion to the left, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna peer into the window and see
Roll a
a
spot
picture
check.
of picture of a man.
Maybe,
Oh.
maybe not.
Oh, sorry,
Like I said, things are going to be a little bit different this time.
that's a woman. Oh shit! I don't see nothing.
Turns out the
Where?
building's lights were off, and you can't see anything inside.
G to the G. I don't know how many spaces that is so far.
Oh, it's just a general direction. You can move like up to half a like you move a full building away.
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
cut you some time on that.
I'll jump right here and I'll talk to this gentleman.
All right, it's just a random guy walking, and you pull him aside. He goes, "Hello,
Hey,
hey."
I'm pretty. Your face, stop. Hey, I'm pretty new to this town. Do you know where I can maybe get like a brochure or a map or something of the town?
And he points to the building that's just ahead of you. He goes, "Right in there's a souvenir shop. Great place to get a map as well as some souvenirs if you need.
Hey.
Anything else?"
That's it for now. Thanks.
Yeah. Later. And he starts walking off.
What an unhelpful prick.
I mean, he answered your question to the dot.
Next.
All right, Silver. Hi ho.
Hey, I'm not very good at disguises, and it'd probably be more suspicious if I actually tried to do disguise. So I'm just gonna go in as is.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk in. What kind of building is this?
That one right there is a town hall.
Can you even see my things are great? They're the same color as this.
Yeah,
I can't even see it. GG.
Yeah, they've all got numbers. You can refer to them by number. I guess I can add text to them as we actually go,
Really good. So this
as you've
town hall.
identified them. Oh man, that is.
Sweet. That's cool. I can order it.
I just want to have it not be in the city, not be in the street.
And talk to this man or woman.
All
I
right.
can't tell because I can't even see the F.
The token is a man, but it's, everyone in this is a man, so that's not exactly true.
I can't even see. Like I zoomed out just so I could see.
Yeah, I get you. All right, you see that there's a person who's standing outside the building. He goes, "Hello, hello, welcome to our town. This is our city hall. Is there anything I can help you with today?"
Where's the nearest eats?
The nearest place to eat? Well, we've got a few places around town. If you're looking for the best that we have, follow the street past the intersection, go all the way down to the end. We've got the best places you'll ever eat at there.
Thank you, my good man. Just traveling through.
Fantastic. Hope you enjoy your stay. And if you need a place to stay the night, and he also points to he points to building 17. He goes, "There's a great hotel right there that we recommend."
All right, well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm head towards whatever place you was talking about. 5 or 6.
All right, I'm gonna move in there. Yeah. So 5 or 6 is where you're going to that. Both of those are restaurants. I'm just gonna tell you that. All right, and Lane.
I'm just gonna take off my headband and put it inside my travel cloak so people can't see it,
Okay.
and then walk into the town.
Alrighty. Where are you walking into?
As far as I can go.
All right. I'm just gonna save you the time then. And Jim, we're back to you.
Yeah, Jim.
Alright, so I'm gonna go as far as I can go.
All right.
Straightforward.
Just put you right there. Looking ahead, you can see that on your right is a souvenir store, and on your left is a fancy-looking hotel.
Shit, I can't. Is anybody close enough for me to ask what the hotel rates are?
I'll say that you're standing. Oh, yeah, fuck it. I'll just save you some time. You move up there.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this gentleman what the hotel rates are.
He looks at you and he goes, "Well, we like to serve the most fantastic quality that you could ever imagine. So it is 10,000 per person. 10,000 Rio
A night?
a night. However, it is the best nights that you will ever spend in your life.
There are hookers and blackjack here.
There is no hookers and blackjack in this hotel. However, there is some in the town itself. You are absolutely allowed to bring one to bring a client, wink, wink, over if you would like.
Sweet.
That's
That's
not
the
how
end
you
of my
spell
conversation?
hotel. What the fuck was that, Connor?
Hotel.
I spell hotel.
Hotel motel.
All right, so that's it for Jim. Next up is Silas.
That was quick.
I'm trying to speed things up a little bit.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna go inside the shop and ask for a map.
See a nice, elderly-looking gentleman. And he goes, looking for a map? We've got that right here. It's only going to cost you 100 Rio.
Oh, good thing I've already paid you.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Have
He
a
hands
nice
you
day.
the map.
He's stealing. He just robbed an old invest.
It's weird. It's like an alternate dimension kind of a thing. Which is crazy. All right. And also you can move to the end of the block as well if you'd like.
Okay, and then let's take this time to say that I look at my map. I'm gonna lean on this. Get up to this end. I'm gonna lean on the wall a little bit. Hopefully, not push the wall back.
Nah, it's fine.
And look at the map and look and see if there's any cool places that I want to go to.
Well, I'm just going to get to the meat and guts. You see a brothel that seems to be entertaining, assuming that's what you're just looking for. Building number 15 is seems to be a high-end brothel.
Sweet.
You also see that entire street is also made up of brothels. With building number 21 seeming to be kind of like a mid-range, as well as building number 9 is a kind of a lower-end one. And number 30 is also a lower end one.
Can I say, like, I get around this corner and I want to try to, like, by the way, when I did my disguise check, it was so good that it actually made me normal size, everybody. So y'all don't know. Like, I could, like, disappear into a crowd, which is what I want to do. I don't want you guys to follow me. I want us to split up. I don't want them to think that we're together. Like Lane said, we went in one at a time.
So I'm asking for a friend. Are there any male brothels around?
Brothel's a brothel.
Brothels?
Men or women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I didn't think about that, but yes, it would serve, these would have men and women.
Well, some of us are a little young.
Most of us.
Yeah, Lane.
Get your
I'm not the one
I was
asking
asking
about
for like.
I know.
get your porn book and go somewhere else.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yes.
So, Silver.
First, I'm gonna do a listen check, or is this a distance where I can hear?
Yeah, roll a
Who he's
listen check.
talking to? To listen to what Jim's conversation with that one. Do I even recognize you did a disguise? So I guess I would have to figure it out. Well, I saw you with a disguise.
Yeah, I did that in front of you.
All right, you overheard the conversation.
Disguise.
Alright, sweet. So using that information, I'm gonna go check into this hotel.
All right. So, take 10,000 Rio away from you.
Something that didn't happen in the last episode.
May have a few. I guess I'm gonna get totally guy at the front. I may have a few guests coming in with me, if you don't mind, of course.
That will be just fine. However, if they are spending the night, it is required that they have to pay for the night fee as well, as the rooms are only catered for one bed.
No.
You can't tell, but I just winked.
Yes, of course, if you would like to pay their way as well, that is all what you would like to do. Otherwise, just make sure not to do anything nefarious that would give a reason for you to be thrown out in the middle of the night. That would not be good.
Wink, wink.
Of course. I'll inform them.
Fantastic. Yeah, so we'll get your room ready for you and check in about an hour, and it'll be good to go.
Very well.
All right. You can
I guess
continue
it's
to the end of
probably
the block if you'd like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna go towards the restaurant.
Okay. So yeah, you can do that right now. There we go. And Silver. Yeah, that was you. Lane.
Yeah, let's do it. On to the
God
restaurant.
damn it, Connor.
I want to go in the souvenir shop and ask if they have if they have a bookstore.
He goes, we don't have any books here in our building. However, building number, and he pulls out a map. He goes, building number 20, this here is a bookstore. If you'd like, you can have the map as well for only 100 Rio.
No, thank you though.
Alrighty. We also have
Cheap.
toys, if you want toys.
What
I
kind of
think I'm a little
toys?
too old for toys, but I appreciate the offer.
The guy pulls up a toy and just starts messing with it. He goes, no one's too old for toys.
Okay, you got me. How much for the toy?
It's only 500 Rio.
What kind of toy is it?
Man, that's a question.
Fucking Beyblade. That's what it is.
It's a
That's
Beyblade.
fucking Jewish top. It's a Jewish
one-
top.
Half in the
It's
rear.
one of those new things.
No,
that
it's Let It
everyone's
Rip.
Carrying.
Uh,
What are those things everyone's messing with now? The little twisty things.
Oh, a fidget
a
spinner?
ball
Fidgets?
cup?
Yeah, sure, it's a fidget spinner.
GG.
It's a fidget spinner Beyblade.
Spinner, you get it ripped off.
I have my own fidget spinners. They're called Shuriken.
But this one spins automatically.
Well, do you have a ball in a cup?
Oh, yeah, we've got a ball in a cup.
Everyone has one.
Ball in a cup.
Do you have any
Alright.
Butt scratcher. You have
There
any
you
butt
go.
scratcher. Butt scratcher.
So he hands you a ball in a cup.
And I give him 500 Rio.
Alrighty.
How
What
much
if
is a
this guy-
ball in a
It
cup?
was actually
weigh?
1,000 real.
It's not gonna weigh anything. It's it's
It's
light.
a ball.
If you really want to add a value, it'll be half a pound.
Nah.
And you can continue to the end of the block as well if you would like. Sorry if anyone feels like this is being rushed a little bit. Since we've already been through this part of it, I'm just kind of skipping forward. On the next areas, I'll be a little bit more calm.
I'm gonna play with my ball in the cup.
All right.
Me too.
Jimbo, I want you to know I full on changed you in the initiative order. I changed it to Jimbo.
Jeez.
For real? Then
Yeah.
fuck you.
Rip.
So, now that I can see people, I'm gonna move. If I click character, I'm gonna move right here. No, not right here. Right there. I'm gonna ask this guy. Me and my band of traveling salesmen are looking for some bodyguards. To know where we can find it.
Roll bluff check.
Alright, well. 1d20 plus. You'll be amazed.
So the guy looks at you and goes,
Well,
so where's your group?
they're off looking for bodyguards, the same as me.
Just kind of looks at you and goes, all right. I don't know about bodyguards. I was sharing with the police station, but they're not really going to be too helpful on the matter. You know, they're local.
We were looking for more underground workers. See, we're just trying to get to the Leaf Village. Now, we don't have to have the bodyguards go all the way to the Leaf Village. But I've heard rumors of this place having rogue shinobi lying around. Now, I don't want to be walking around with this much money and rogue shinobi.
The guy just kind of looks blankly at you. He goes, "This isn't a shinobi village. We've got no rogues, not as far as I know. Sorry, man. I don't know if you're looking for something in particular, but I don't know what to help you with."
Well, it's better to be safe than sorry. But if you don't know, you don't know. Thank you very much, you young man.
Yeah, have a good one, freak.
Rip.
Man, when he says that, I almost want to fucking whoop his ass. You little motherfucker. You lucky I'm in a good mood, asshole. You lucky little son of a bitch. I'm fucking I move there and that's it.
Alrighty.
Mask, he's the guy killer.
Wow. Spare me, please.
That's
Kinda
when he
smell-
rolls a
kinda
grapple
sound
check on
like-
Silver.
Kind of sound like Herbert the pervert. You stupid son of a bitch.
Wouldn't-
Call me.
Wouldn't that be unfortunate if all of a sudden you're just walking down the street, Silver, and all of a sudden just had a fucking hand grabbing your throat?
Bad excuse.
That's a
right
worry.
there.
I knew who you are.
Takes off 2 masks. One, he becomes Warren, and he takes off that mask. We all see the truth that he's original.
Wait,
Actually, we
I've
all
heard
see
you say
the-
before that he's the God Killer. What is he? Is he the God Killer or is he Orochimaru?
They're
No,
both the
He's
same
actually
person.
Hero. He's actually
Kono.
fucking what's his name? No, it's not Kono. Fucking
Ichiraku guy?
no. What was that one?
Can we just
Yeah,
just
he's
move on?
No, it'd be better if he's Hajime.
Haji,
He's actually Hajime.
who is his
He
first
killed
character?
some.
Kono.
Okay, he was Kono. All this time.
He lived.
That would be a plot twist for the fucking ages.
Sorry, I just reopened and closed my audio.
You guys
Um,
are listening. Hence, please get some
So, Silas.
Hey, all right. How far down can I move? Like 1.5?
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. I'm just gonna walk past everybody, just looking like I'm part of the town.
Aye, aye. Silver.
Same thing about building down.
All right, so looking ahead of you, I'm going to say just, you see 11 as you're walking by as a fancy clothes store.
Ooh. Why should you quit?
And number 12. Sorry, I had a hiccup. You see that number 12 is seems to be kind of like a fancy gambling ring for, this seems to specialize in card games.
Alright. Interesting.
All right, you can go. I'll move you ahead a little bit more. All right, Lane.
Mm.
Okay.
All righty, a little bit extra. And Jimbo. I'm sorry, Jim.
Okay, I'm gonna move me in front of this guy. There we go.
All
I'm
right.
gonna ask him, do you know where I can find any bodyguards?
The guy looks at you and he goes, "No."
No, I'm
No.
willing to pay you 1,000 real if you have any information on where to find any bodyguards. I'm carrying some very rare materials with me, sir. I need some bodyguards.
So that definitely seems to pique his curiosity a little bit. He goes, "Okay, okay. Tell you what, hand me the 1,000 real. I'll give you the information you're looking for."
Alright. I go inside my purse. I'm gonna do a sleight of hand check. So he doesn't see where my purse is at.
Okay.
He just knows it's inside my coat. He
Okay.
doesn't know which side.
Get around again.
Okay.
You don't get it around.
And so you hand him the 1,000 real, and he counts it up, and he pockets it. And he goes, "All right." And he points over to the lake to these two people right here. You can't really see
That
what
was
they
my
are in
sleight
the
of hand.
distance. Okay.
Okay.
He points over to them. He goes, "Talk to those two right there. They'll be able to get you on the right track."
Oh, thank you very much.
Mm.
And I go to talk to those two guys.
All right, so I'll move you right there, so you'll be able to do it on your next turn.
Ooh, done. Where do I move to?
You're in the middle of the lake for some reason.
Why am I...
All right, Silas.
Okay. Would you say that I was able to get to the thing from there?
Yep. So you walk up, and as you enter the street, you see a lot of lovely women, a lot of voluptuous women with great big personalities at that one that you're at.
Voluptuous.
Yeah, voluptuous.
Right?
The
Never
fuck
heard
is
a
that?
girl's personality described as voluptuous.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have
I never heard of that.
It's
great big personality.
it's pretty much like a curvy hot woman.
So a fat lady.
That's what you're into.
You know,
I
they've
mean,
certainly
if
got a
you-
fat
if I-
ass.
If by fat you mean very tall, muscular with a pointy nose.
No, that's not here. That's not here yet.
Wait, what?
So you walk up to the brothel, and you see a kind of lanky-looking man outside, and he looks at you and he goes, "I think I know what you're here for. Would you
Oh,
like to
yeah.
partake in one of our clients?"
Yes.
And one of our clients.
He walks you inside, and he goes, "Now then, what exactly is it that you're looking for?"
You're most asked for.
"Ah, a man of true quality. That'll be 10,000
Mm.
Rio for her. I'll gesture you to the room, and she'll follow in after."
Here's the money. Oh, I've already paid you.
So I'm opening up a photo right now for the audience. That's who the woman is. And
Oh my god.
I took the
it's
time
Alabama
here.
Again.
Yay!
That
you
is
did
the
it.
woman for
Holy
you all.
Shit.
GG.
She's not actually that
Straight
big. I'm
up,
just making it bigger.
She's pretty big.
So you go into your room, and then she walks in, and sits next to you.
Hello,
goes,
beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
"Hello, big boy."
I love it.
Worse.
Well, big boy. Not really. My dude is actually just normal height now.
She calls everyone big boy.
What can
Oh,
I
I
help
see.
you with tonight?
Actually, I'm not here for what you think I am here for. I'm here
Oh.
for information.
A kinky one, are we?
Oh,
She goes, "Oh, what information are you looking for?" Sorry, you cut. What's up? I can't hear you right now. Okay.
I had to cut it off because I was laughing. All right. That caught me off guard. I need your help.
Oh.
I need you to tell me anything you know about Rogue Ninja that may be in this area.
So since you rolled on the last time, you rolled a really good gather information check. I'm just gonna cut you some slack and say that check is gonna carry over.
Awesome.
Oh my
For
god.
an alternate timeline, boys.
Yeah.
Yay.
This is the one courtesy I'm gonna give with that, just because you know. So she goes over. She goes, "Well, I don't know exactly the details, but I know that the mayor of our town had a meeting involving some rogue ninja recently. But remember, you didn't hear that from me."
The mayor of the town, huh?
Mm-hmm. He has a fantastic mansion once you enter the village. Otherwise, he might be in his office on the right in town hall. He's far from a great man he's been causing the poor residents of our town to be mistreated, and so if you set him straight, that wouldn't be against me.
Where can I find him? Or you just told me that. What kind of trouble is he causing?
Oh, just raising taxes, trying to push the lower residents out of the city to raise his own high-class lifestyle in the center of town.
Huh. That doesn't seem right at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, because then everything's middle class.
Would you escort me?
Because well,
Oh,
you've
Lord.
paid for the time, I'll follow you.
Mind,
Oh, Lord.
mind helping me with the disguise?
Oh, absolutely.
Before she disguises me, I'd like to take this time to do shadow clone jutsu, or not shadow clone, but I want to clone myself. I don't know what that one is.
There's
Called
regular clone jutsu.
regular clone jutsu with and to the instruction of this clone to leave the brothel, walk out of town.
So the clone itself can't touch anything. You're aware of that, right? So like if anything touches it, it'll disappear.
Avoid all contact, walk out of town, and enter the woods, and then disappear.
Okay.
And it can go. Actually, I'll open the door for it if I have to, because I'll look different after I'm cloning, and then she's going to dress me up.
I don't want to argue against it, but I feel like that's too complicated from where you're at right now for it to understand that.
You can definitely give it a shot, but that definitely would be a very complicated order to give just a clone. Because clones that can't think for themselves.
Just leave town.
Well, it's the fact that it's not just leave it down, it's avoiding people and going through all that process.
That's what you're doing. I want it to work, but it's just that feels like just for a normal clone, it's like that's kind of a lot.
I have to agree with Silver.
So no, then.
You can definitely give it a shot, but the clone might disappear before it gets to the end.
Okay.
You're gonna roll a check that would determine it.
It is what it is. It's part of the game. So
All
I do
right.
that, and then I'm leaving with her, I guess, and I open the door for the clone. The clone walks out.
What the?
Ninjutsu check.
I can pop out the Roll20 chat?
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I just did that on accident.
did?
Sorry.
You didn't know that?
No,
Wow.
I've never needed to. Anyway, sorry. Continuing on. So you're doing
So-
that.
So yeah, so it could be, I guess, someone else's turn, or we can go ahead and move my character out the door, whatever.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Roll a ninjutsu check.
Yeah. So roll a ninjutsu check. Or I'm gonna say chakra control. What is clone
What's
ninjutsu or chakra
Ninjutsu.
control? Okay.
Ninjutsu.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So yeah, ninjutsu check. 1d20 plus your ninjutsu.
Can I put action points towards that, or is that
Yep.
a no for this one?
No, you
I
can.
can.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
yes, I can. Watch me.
I'm watching.
Please don't roll a 1.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So clone
Wasn't
starts
one.
making its way out as you're getting ready with your new disguise. Next up is Silver.
Am I gonna need to do a spot check on one or both these restaurants? It's like,
No. It's pretty clear what the oh. That building might have just moved slightly. Ignore that.
It
I've seen
got
it.
shorter.
Black magic. I'm just go to.
So, well, I'm gonna, you can say that number 5 is definitely like a high-end meat place, whereas number 6 is more of like a foreign good, more like foreign delicacy.
I'll let Chance decide for me.
All right. So you arrive at number 6, and a person, gestures to you. They wait you to a table and all that, and they hand you a menu, and you see a number of things. Tempura for 1,000 Rio, yakitori for 1,000 Rio, shabu shabu for 500 Rio, or keski ryori for 2,000 Rio.
No soba noodles.
Nope. Oh, this is fancy. Fancy. Top end. Only the highest, most foreign goods.
The highest quality. Read that menu off of me.
Tempura, yakitori, shabu shabu, keski ryori.
Same thing, tempura.
All right, so tempura, so you get 1,000 Rio, or it takes 1,000 Rio, not you get it. And you now have +1 to all your skill checks for every town that you go into.
Like ever?
For this mission.
Oh, for like, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that means the remaining of this town, and if you end up going to another town, which that kind of hints at, then you'll have +1 skill checks to that.
And I'm just gonna pretty much just listen around.
Okay.
See if I can gather
For any
information.
fancy intel.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna be straight up. No matter what you roll, you don't hear anything that seems important here. You hear a lot of like fucking just cunt people. Sorry. Like
So
just
this is what the cunt people are saying. Cunt,
people
cunt,
just
cunt, cunt,
talking
cunt,
down
cunt,
about other people. Just like,
cunt,
oh,
cunt,
God,
cunt,
can you believe those poor people? Scoff.
cunt, 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 cunt. Okay.
And so that's it for Silver's turn. What's up?
These people like douchebags.
Mm. Well, rich people tend to be. Oh, that's where I fucked up on placing the building. I see. Okay. There we go.
Cunt, cunt.
All right, Lane.
Slain.
Slane. Where the fuck
I'm
are
gonna
you,
go
Lane?
in the bookstore.
All right, you go into the bookstore. You see a man there who greets you. He goes, "Oh, welcome. What are you looking for today?"
I'm looking for books
Yeah,
by.
here, sorry, 1 second. You got background noise going on, Nick. It's fine right now. All right, you were saying, Lane?
I'm looking for books by a Master Jiraiya.
By a Jiraiya. Well, we've got 2 kinds of books here for that. But there's only one here that legally someone your age is allowed to read. And he hands you Tales of a Gutsy Ninja.
I was kind of looking for the other kind.
Yes, well, judging by how you look, I'm guessing that you're a little too young for that.
50 Shades of Ninja.
GG.
I'm just trying to find the second book in the series. I've read the first one like 40 times.
I don't know who bought you that book, but it's legal for me to sell you it. These have an age limit, an age restriction. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't.
It's a memento from my father.
I don't want to know what kind of relationship you and your father had. I can't sell you this book.
Mi papa.
Well, how much for the other one then?
For the other book, it's 300 Rio.
Well, then I guess I'll take it.
All right, here you go.
I'll be back eventually.
He goes, when you're of age, you can absolutely come back in.
Bum, bum,
I scoff
bum.
at him and then start playing with my ball in a cup.
Gonna walk out anywhere else, or end your turn there?
I'm gonna walk out and I want to look down this street to like get an idea for what the buildings are.
Okay, so you see that building number 19 seems to be kind of like a kind of more medium level hotel.
Okay.
And number 28, you can kind of look down and you see it seems to be really nothing of any particular interest. Seems to be just like an empty building. And number 29, you don't know exactly what's inside. It seems to be completely closed off.
Okie dokie.
And that's it for Lane?
I'm just gonna walk up to this crossroads and then.
Alrighty. Jim, you are up.
Yeah, boy. Alright, so I'm gonna walk up to these fools,
All right.
and I'm gonna straight up ask them, I'm looking for some bodyguards, some gentlemen told me
So-
to talk to you.
As you walk up to them, you see that one of them is playing the guitar, while the other one, so it's a man and a woman. One of them is playing the guitar, and the woman is kind of singing, and they're just singing and playing a tune. And it kind of seems to be like a lover's tune. Do 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 do, something like that. And then you walk up and they go, "Oh, hey man, what's it that we can help you with?"
I am looking for some bodyguards.
Some bodyguards.
Gentlemen, yes, the gentleman told me to come talk to you.
I don't know who that gentleman was, but the only bodyguard you need is love.
Fuck with me, right?
It's like, come on, man, you want to sit down here, sing with us, play some jams?
You know, I'm carrying some very precious cargo with me, and I need to get to the Leaf Village.
Yes, material
looking
possession is
space up.
just material possession, man. It's what's
I'm
inside
looking-
us that matters. It's you that matters. Me, you, not the stuff that you're carrying. That's what matters.
I'm looking to pay 50,000 Rio for a bodyguard.
I'm not a bodyguard, man. Unless I could play him into submission with my guitar, but that's really as far as I can go.
So I'm gonna do a spot check for the guy down there, see if he took off or not.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't have to roll a spot check. You see that he took off.
GG. You scroll
This
back up to page
motherfucker.
7.
So I call Control Z.
No Control Z here.
I want to kill this guy now. Oh, fucking damn it. So I'm gonna slap the guitarist. Just slap him. I'm gonna walk away.
The guy just kind of goes, man, come on. What was that for?
I'm walking away. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I'm gonna talk to these two other people right here. I'm gonna ask if they know about bodyguards, blah blah blah. Pay 50,000 Rio if they're bodyguards.
So you see that they both kind of they're in a very similar situation where they just seem to be two people just chilling at the pond. And it's like, sorry, man, we can't help you. I mean, one of them seems to be a little more level-headed. It's like, I can always be your bodyguard for 50,000, but I'm really not sure what more I could do for you.
Well, if you could be like my bodyguard, why don't you try hitting me?
All right,
I'm
he
gonna
goes.
activate speed rank 4.
All right.
Oh, snap.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna say that's an automatic confirmed critical, actually. So I'm gonna say the guy goes to hit you, and instead he punches his buddy.
Rip.
I'm gonna shove him into the pond and say, "You don't hit your friends." Fucking little cunt, motherfucker.
I'm gonna say he hit his friend into the pond too, so now they're both in the pond, and they're just like, ah.
I didn't hit him. I shoved him.
Yeah, but still, pushed him into a pond. Still, ah.
I just want to make sure I'm not giving anyone a black eye by accident.
All right, so that's it for
All right.
Jim's turn. Silas, you're up.
Your boy.
You're a fucking cunt.
Get her. I told you I'd scroll up to page 7. I actually knew what was gonna happen.
Lead the way, my lady.
It's getting spicy in here.
Something's getting too spicy for the pepper.
That is never gonna catch on.
Maybe someday.
Like to bend her over the barrel and show her the 50 states.
That's not a saying.
It is
It
now.
is now.
So there's still something there.
So
All
I
right.
thought the first one is an American Dad reference. I didn't get the second one.
The second one was Horrible Bosses.
I have not watched that in a very long time.
So you two making your way to the mayor's?
Wherever she's taking me, yep.
All right. Let's get on about this point. So that's it for you right now. Silver.
So since these bunch of douches don't want to talk about anything important, I'm just gonna finish my tinker and leave, and go back towards this area of town to the left here. So I guess I'll just go up here.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Rush it a little bit there. All right, Slane.
Oh shit.
So I want to look down and see what's here in this street.
Okay, so you see building number 13 is a produce store selling fruits and veggies.
Fruits and veggies.
Number 14 is a technology store.
Technology store.
Number 7 is a regular clothing store. Not like that fancy shit.
None of that fancy shit there.
And number 8 is a supply store selling standard tools and supplies.
Not ninjas, just standard.
Yep, standard stuff as far as you can tell. You guys go in and ask for anything, but looking at it initially, you don't sense anything ninja-esque.
All right. Okay.
Alrighty. Jim. Minimize that real quick. Just in case something happens that might happen, I'm going to make a quick character token. Y'all can just keep doing that. I'm doing that on my second screen, so it won't mess with the recording at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this gentleman where I can find bodyguards. Blah 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 blah.
You're going to ask them where you...
Harass this guy with
There you
same question I've been asking.
That guy just kind of looks at you and goes, sorry, I don't know anything about any bodyguards.
Well, can you at least direct me to the police station?
The police station. Why do you need to go there?
Because that seems to be the only useful source of information.
It kind of goes, well, I still don't know what they could do to help you about that. I'd recommend, well, your police station probably would be a best place to go. All right, points you to building number 24.
All right, well, then I'm going to building 24, blah, 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 blah.
All right, we can just say you go there right now and you walk inside.
All right, sweet. I'll walk inside.
All right. And you see a man there who looks at you and goes, what do you want, kid? Well, you're not really a kid. What do you want?
I need some bodyguards. I'm carrying some rare artifacts with me, and I need to get to the Leaf Village. I've heard about rogue ninja in the area.
Maddox just kind of looks at you blankly and he goes, rogue ninja.
Yes, rogue ninja.
Afraid I don't know what you're talking about, sir. As for bodyguards, nothing I can really help you there. I'd recommend going to the Leaf, but since that's your destination, sounds like you're already left off, poorly prepared.
Yes, as it seems, I'm willing to put up $50,000 for anyone willing to join me.
Rio.
Because they have to be able to fight. 50,000 Rio. Or Rio dollars. Fucking pesos.
Wow, got some Birdo going on over here.
So the guy, he just kind of looks at you, he goes, well, let me think about that here. He just pauses and thinks to himself. And he goes, well, you could always try, the northwest corner of town. That tends to be the most shady area. If there's anyone there who's going to be capable of fighting and being a bodyguard, I'd recommend going there.
Sounds like the location to earn a new companion.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you, and then I'm gonna fucking use teleportation jutsu, and I'm gonna teleport as far as I can back onto the street where I was, so I can go to the northwest fucking corner of town.
Remember that part where you guys were trying to be discreet?
I mean,
Yeah, I
I
don't
do.
even fucking care anyway. I
Jeez.
All right. So I'll teleport you pretty much right there. I say appear right there, and you like take a few steps forward. However, as you do that, you see that someone who's leaning on that building right ahead of you kind of sees that, and all of a sudden that little person walks up to you, and you see it's a kid, and the kid looks up at you and he goes, "Wow, well, are you a ninja?"
How much real would it take to keep you shut?
And the kid says, "Oh, it won't take me any Rio, but if you get me a toy, I'll keep my mouth shut."
What kind of toys you into? And I pull out a paper bomb, a shuriken, and a fucking kunai.
So the kid
Oh,
looks at you
gosh.
and he starts screaming, "Help! Help!"
Jim just gotten that kid a ball in a cup. Everybody likes a ball in a cup.
So I'm gonna do sleight of hand check and put them away real quick.
All right.
Rip.
And despite the fact that the kid was screaming help, you see that no one really seems to pay any interest. And the kid just kind of chuckles to himself. Okay, yeah, you can roll listen check. You're the only one close enough in range to even hear something like that. Now you don't hear it. So the kid just kind of smiles and looks at you and he says, "You see, you're either going to get me that toy," and he gets a little bit more smug, "or I'm going to go tell the police. You know,"
So what kind of toy you into?
I said, "I want a ball in a cup."
Oh, but
Of course you want to bottle the cup. Alright. So where do we get a ball in a cup in this town?
He goes, "Tell you what, or if you'd like, instead of a ball in a cup, don't want to make the trek, I'll take 5,000 Rio instead."
You could have just started off with give me 5,000 for you, okay?
You'd rather
I give him 5,000.
than just go buy.
All right, you give him 5,000 Rio, and he counts it. He goes, "Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Now, is there anything I can help you with? Anything you're looking for here?"
Yeah, I'm looking for some bandits to help me out.
Bandits. I'm not sure so much about bandits, but he gestures to building number
Thieves
2.
or thugs?
So he gestures to building
Okay.
number 2. He says, "But I'd check there first."
Alright, thanks, kid.
Hey, kid! First I'm gonna scare the shit out of you, then I'm gonna just give you a shit ton of money, and then I'm gonna tell you I want bandits. Jesus Christ!
All right, so that's gonna be the end of Jim's turn right there. Silas, you're up.
All right,
Fucking
we're
Christ.
gonna keep walking with the lady.
Alrighty. And so at this point, actually no, that's not quite yet.
GG. I'm working at the whole story changes.
It was a real roller coaster.
Jesus minutes.
All right, Silver, you're up.
Alright, GG. GG. Alright, I'm gonna continue on to where I was trying to go for. Getting up here so I can go like a block.
You can go a little bit further if you'd like. You can, looking around, you see that number 10 is just like an apartment building.
Alright. Like an abandoned part, or just like the place
That's just an apartment building.
Yeah. Alright. It's about right there.
Yeah, that'd be good. The lane.
I'm gonna go back and go in the tech store.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna look around. What are they selling?
You see radios, phones. You see a fancy fangled new invention of a laptop.
A
what?
laptop.
Yep, a laptop.
Thing.
Hey, look, yeah, it seems to be some kind of fancy computer that's small and mobile.
That'll never catch on.
Yes, I'll never catch on.
Definitely not something worth investing in. Kids these days and their technology. Most of this stuff is worthless junk anyway.
You see a couple of handheld video game consoles as well.
Sweet.
Man,
That Game Boy.
we need to play video games.
Fucking Boruto and Shikade play video games.
Real.
Back in my day, we played role-playing games with pens and papers. Kids these days and their video games.
Silly
Video
kids.
games.
All right, anything you're buying or gonna walk on out?
I'm gonna go talk to the counter guy.
All right, you walk in. You see a grumpy old man. He goes, "What do you want? What can I help you with today?"
I was wondering if you maybe had a special section.
Special section. What kind of special are you looking for?
You know, for things that aren't exactly for the average person.
Like a security camera?
I'm gonna put 1,000 Rio on the table, slide it over. Be like, more like a restricted stock, if you're catching my drift.
Kid, you asking me for sex toys?
GG.
No, I'm asking you if you'll go buy me the second in the Makeout series. The second book in the series.
This whole episode. I don't know what's going on here. Where are we?
I'm
This
sorry.
is no longer the yeah.
Oh, we've done this twice, Mike. So we gotta fresh this up for us.
So the guy looks at it. He goes, "I happen to have a copy right here." He pulls it out and he hands it to you.
Score. All right. So I'm
Can't
gonna
believe we
pretend
got
our
that fucking
previous
book.
interaction didn't happen, old man. So
That's the way
goodbye.
I'd like to keep that as well.
I'm gonna start playing with my ball in a cup and walk out.
I can't believe we got that fucking book. Like, for real, that's stupid as fuck.
You can walk to the end of the street as well if you'd like. All right, Jim.
I walked the building too.
All right. So looking around, you see that building number 1 seems to be like a really raggedy ass hotel.
Dilapidated as fuck.
Yeah. Definitely seems to be a lot of shady characters, but it probably looks cheap as fuck.
Huh.
As for number 2, you walk in and you see it's a. You look around and you see that they carry a variety of weapons.
Well, I'm gonna ask the counter guy where I can get shady tools. Are you serious?
That's a sweet name for a sword.
I'm gonna ask the counter guy where I can find some bodyguards.
The guy looks at you and it seems to be like a ratty old fella. He goes, what's it that you're looking for exactly?
Someone who can protect me and my cargo.
Your
I'm willing
cargo.
to pay 50,000 Rio.
What kind of cargo you got?
I feel like if I tell you, you'll be in danger. Because I got people searching for this cargo. God damn it, I'm taking on the accent. God damn it.
The guy pulls out a crossbow from behind the counter and he sets it on the counter. He goes, "I promise you, anyone who comes to get me," and he kind of like pats it, "they're going to get more than they reckon for."
Alright. I'm carrying. What am I carrying? Shout out to that car.
Yeah, shout out to that fucking car.
I'm carrying some rare ore.
Some rare ore.
To make,
You coming from
yeah, to
Daifobu?
make, to make some chakra weapons with. Man, some people are after this. So this is special. This is super special.
Yeah, looks at you, he goes, "So roll bluff check, actually, real quick."
shit. That's not how you type roll.
/R.
That's what I've been doing.
So the guy looks at you, goes, "So the war's from Daifobu. Why don't you tell me what's the best store down there that you think of?
The best store?
Best store, best shop in town. Not food or anything, but the best goods store."
There's no better store than my shop market. Or my cart. That's what I mean. Cart,
I'm not
so
talking
I
about
meant to
your
say.
cart. I'm talking about what's the best store there.
My cart.
Not your cart. What's the best store there?
There's no better store.
The guy looks at you and he says, "I know you're not from Daifobu and I know that you're not selling shit. Now, tell me what you're really here for. Maybe I can point you in the right direction."
Oh.
I'm here for some bandits. I need to mob some. I need to mug some guys.
Roll on a bluff check.
I'm gonna say that's gonna carry the same bluff check, actually. The guy just keeps looking at you. He says, "Really? Because, a man like me can see right through a ninja disguise like that."
Gotta kill him.
You're not wrong.
The guy just kind of looks at you smiling and he says, "Now then." And he grabs his crossbow and he points it at you. He says, "You're going to tell me one more time what you're here for. You lie to me again, I'm shooting you."
I was looking for some rogue ninjas, sir.
Now that's more like it. And he sets the crossbow down. He says, "The place that you were saying that you're from, Daifobu, check there."
I'm looking for rogue ninjas that were currently here. They in Daifobu?
There ain't no rogue ninja here in this town. I'm going to tell you right now, we had a group that came on through. I don't know what their business was, but they went to Daifobu.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. In case you meet them and they start asking any questions, make sure to tell them that my name, that Charlie sent you their way, and that they should remember to
Can I
pay
just-
their bills in full and not try and mug the shop owner.
Can I just sense motive check on this guy?
Sure.
Hold on, I gotta know what my sense motive is real quick. Sense motive is. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, right?
Sounds pretty
Oops.
shitty to me.
It is shitty as fuck.
Sounds to me like you should have put some more points into it. So as far as you can tell, the guy definitely seems shady, but he seems pretty genuine in what he was saying to you.
You know what? I will.
It was
On
good.
When they're on a dying breath, I'll tell them who sent me.
Good. Make them regret trying to extort me.
And then I teleport out, of course.
All right.
I'm a fucking ninja. And I don't give a shit anymore. I
All
teleport out back to as far as I can go to the middle of town. The fancy hotel was.
You're right there. Yeah, right there. Alrighty. So that's it for Jim. Silas.
Is there anything I need to roll?
Nope. However, you notice that as some time goes by, you notice a little bit of a commotion in the streets ahead of you.
Uh-oh.
And yeah.
Before that, I'd like to radio Lane.
Why just Lane?
Because you guys don't have radios.
You don't know that.
I know that you're not on my frequency because I never told you about it. So I'd like to radio Lane. And so just gonna be like, Lane, you remember that mansion that's at the front of the village?
Yeah.
I'm heading there now. I have a lead. I might need some backup.
All right, I'll shadow you.
I'm disguised.
Then I will go to the town hall.
All right. I'm gonna turn my radio off.
Sounds good.
Bloop. Go on.
And so you start continuing your way down until you eventually get to right here, and you see a bunch of people crowded around, and they're just going like, "He was right here. I knew I saw a man. He just disappeared." The guy's
What?
like, he walked right into me, and then he was gone. He was like a ghost. It's like,
I've seen something like that before. I believe they call it a teleportation jutsu.
and he walked into me. He didn't just stop before he got there. He full on touched me, and then he was gone.
There's some pretty powerful ninja out there.
The guy goes, oh man, I do not need this today. It's been a hard day of work. Oh man, he's just walking into the town hall. Oh man.
Be careful. He may be out for you.
Oh man.
He disappeared and then reappeared.
Yeah.
Disappeared again.
Yeah. There's the other kind of crowd around and just kind of like murmuring things back and forth, blah blah blah, and they kind of continue on. You see, there was one man who was standing outside of the mansion, just kind of looking out, and then he walks back into his mansion. You can kind of hear him lock the door.
He disappears.
And then he disappears.
They're all ghosts.
Is that my turn then?
Ooh,
Oh well, from here, where is it that you're wanting to go?
I'm following the lady.
Following the lady? Alright, so she kind of points out to you, she goes, that man who walked inside the house was the mayor. He is who you're looking for.
Let's go.
They walk right out in front, and that's going to be at the end of your turn right there. Silver!
Alright. Can I see what these two buildings are? 3 and 4?
3 and 4, both apartment buildings.
They're all over. Alright. Guess I'll go up to here. And can I go into the hotel?
Into the 1-star? Yeah.
Yeah, what's there?
And you see an old woman there. He just kind of looks at you and goes, welcome to our establishment. What can I help you with?
It's like the lady from Monsters, or the slug from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, kind of like her.
oh my god.
I thought he said slut at first, and then I realized he said slug.
I'm
This
gonna
from Monsters Inc., please.
I'm gonna ask her if there's been any suspicious what the that's never happened. Suspicious people.
Roll a gather information check. So the woman says, what, you don't trust my clients?
Yeah,
Everyone who's here is just as good as you are.
any people who look like they've left some things behind.
Everyone here leaves something behind. Typically their dignity.
Ooh,
See. I guess let me rephrase that. Any people who have left the village behind. You catch my drift.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Nudge, nudge, nudge.
She kind of leans in, she says, you're trying to start a new life, sweet thing?
Yeah.
I just look uncomfortable and take a few steps back.
He goes, what? Am I not good enough for you either?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh shit.
You see, she kind of reaches down under her desk, and then she comes back up with a shoe, and she throws it at you. Says, get out!
And I'm gonna tumble through the door.
Was it a flip flop?
Yeah.
She's a Latina.
GG.
I don't think there's a guaranteed correlation there, but alright. All right, so you tumble back out the door.
Who's next?
All right, Lane.
Okie dokie.
And so that is it for Lane. I'm gonna be a little bit ahead still, but that's it for Lane. Now we're back up to Jim.
So your boy Jim is going to walk down to the hotel, wherever I can find my fucking self. There I am.
How about you? So I walk up to the hotel and you see that man there. He goes, hello. How can we help you? Looking for a nice room to stay in?
Yes, I am actually.
He goes, fantastic. It's 10,000 a night. Just walk into the clerk and they'll help you.
By chance, did anyone come in and check in?
Unfortunately, we
today?
must keep all of our guests private.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. We can't just sell out our own guests. That would ruin our reputation.
For a little bit of dough.
Well, I'm waiting on someone to come pay for my room. Can I sit in the lobby until they show up?
Unfortunately, only people who have already paid are allowed to stay in the lobby. You're welcome to hang outside here. Check in with the souvenir store while you wait.
Alright, well, then I'm gonna go grudgingly walk out fucking side, sit up against the wall, tap my toes real fucking hard. Pump, 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 pump. Yeah, for me.
All right. So that's it for you right now, Silas.
In the moment of truth.
So Silas, you and the lovely lady walk up to the door and they knock on it. And eventually a man, I don't know why I moved you two ahead. Eventually a man will appear. And he goes, What's it that you want?
Is it evening or morning?
It's evening.
Well, good evening.
He goes, good evening to yourself. I'm sorry if I seem grumpy. It's been a long day. Yeah, I'm the mayor. What can I help you with today?
On America.
Yes, I'd like to speak to you about some. I'd like to speak to you about some people that came to your village recently.
Yes?
If you would sit down with me and talk about it.
Come on in. We have a lot of people who come and go, so I don't know exactly what I can help with, but absolutely come on in.
Appreciate your hospitality.
Yeah. I'll sit down at a table. You two at one side and him on the other. He's kind of like eyeing her a little bit.
Do you like my company?
Yes, yes. Yes, I do.
Do you recognize me?
Yes. Yes, I do. That's a fit. I'm just waiting for that clickety-clackety in the background to disappear.
There it is.
And he goes, yes. Yes, I do recognize her. Couldn't forget a face like that. Kind of winks at her.
This is my sister.
He kind of gets a little bit red. He goes, oh, I never knew that she had a... pleased to meet you, sir.
It's okay. I'm not ashamed. I know what she is.
Ah,
It's been the first time I've
A
visited her
wonderful
though,
lady.
since she moved here.
well, she's very popular.
She's good at what she does.
Sounds like... Oh, I'm just going to drop that there. What's it that you're here for?
Well, I was informed. Let me start from the beginning. I'm a very wealthy man. I have a lot of belongings that I want to keep safe. I don't trust Ninja. Never have. I've heard of some
Understandably.
shady characters that have come through town. If you know what I mean.
Roll a gather information check.
You slap some real.
Gather that info.
I'm just
I'll
gonna
tell you
keep
what
that train going. that 1d6 train going. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Just make sure you're dropping your action points every time.
I am.
So you get yourself a perfect 20, you can just slap some Rio in his face. Pretty perfect 20.
So the guy kind of sighs and he goes, "So you hear about that? We had some rogue ninja that came through and tried to blackmail me and a few other of our public officials.
Hmm.
We helped. Well, we have a little bit of a shady store here that sells ninja tools and other weapons. Unfortunately, they bought a fair amount of supplies there, and well, we kept it quiet. But if you're here and you're willing to, and you're already going after them, well, they started heading. They kept going south to Daifobu. It's a mining town. I don't know whether or not that's where they're holed up, or if it's just another place that they're passing through. But that's where I would go to find them. At least, maybe you'll find something.
Daifobu,
Daifobu.
thank you for the information.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell them about us meeting at all. For the sake of my town and everyone here, I'd rather keep things quiet.
I'm looking at the ground, and I smile a little bit, and then I look back up at him. I say, I'll tell you what. I won't tell my new friends about this little meeting we have if you leave the poor people in town alone. My sister's told me what you've done and what you're in the process of doing.
So roll a diplomacy check.
Oh, that's intimidation. What the?
That's a day.
You're not exactly being intimidating.
Yeah, it seems to be much more diplomatic of an approach, not "I'll kill you if you don't."
I'll tell on you. Oh, that's my roll.
Okay, so the guy kind of looks at you and he kind of pauses and he goes, "Fine."
And I get in touch with my sister by mail once every week. Don't make me come back, and don't make me send my friends back.
Yeah, he just kind of nods his head. He goes, "Fine. You won't have to worry about me."
And please don't let this little meeting we have make you not want to come see my sister. She loves the company.
He kind of smiles at her and he goes, "Yeah, I bet she does."
Well, you have a nice day, sir. I get up to shake his hand.
He shakes your hand as well. Hey,
You break
shakes
his
her
hand in
hand.
the process.
It is now. Like I said, I've had a long day. It's time for me to get some rest. Here, tell you what. Out of a show of goodwill, and he pulls out a little piece of paper and he hands it to you, Silas, or a paper in an envelope. He goes, "Go take this to the hotel that's right next to us. They'll give you a night for free."
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to walk out. And as we're walking down the street a little bit, I'm going to pull out 10,000 Rio. And I'm going to hand it to my lady friend for all the help she gave me.
She goes, "Oh, thank you very much, and thank you so much for all the help with the village."
It's my pleasure, ma'am. All in a day's work.
Mm-hmm. Well, should we spend the rest of your time doing anything fun?
I'm a little young for that, I think.
She goes, "Oh, well, no one's too young for fun, but I understand. If you're ever back in town, feel free to
Wait, how old
come
am
and meet me." You're 16, 17, I think, maybe.
I? Pretty close, but I think I'm going to pass this time.
Also remember, age of consent in Japan is 15, which this is that age.
You're an adult now.
So you don't have to worry about statutory, is what I'm saying.
And how come I can't buy that book?
You like 13?
It's 16 to buy the book.
You know what?
Just because I'm like 13 doesn't mean anything.
You know what? You talked me into it. Let's go back to my hotel.
About a number.
All right, so you start walking up. Jim, you see the most beautiful looking woman you've ever seen as you're chilling out next to the building.
Hold on, I want to do a spot check. I want to do a spot check
Okay.
because I don't believe that to be a beautiful woman. I feel like I'd be fucking throwing up.
You don't need eyes to see that.
That's only if you're deep throat.
Really.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, she's
Lord Jesus,
she's a full-on
save
lady,
this
that was
soul.
just a joke.
You'd be a blind
That's my
man
spot
and
check.
have to see that.
You see that she is in fact beautiful.
Your eyes.
You know what? Just from her seeing her, I turn gay. I'm now gay.
They're red.
Hey, baby.
I'm now a gay ninja.
So we just don't appreciate true beauty. So you two walk in and you hand the flyer and you chill out for a night then?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
And Silver.
I can head back.
Yeah, it's getting late, you know, sun's setting.
Yeah,
Gonna
this
skip
morning.
ahead a bit here. Lane.
I'm gonna go to the town hall.
Alrighty. You arrive at the town hall.
I'm gonna go inside and hang out in the lobby area.
Alright, eventually a man walks up to you and he goes, is there anything we can help you with?
Oh no, I'm just waiting for somebody as I play with my ball in a cup.
Jeez.
Alright. And continues on. Alright, Jim.
I continue to wait outside the hotel.
Alright, Silas.
Muted light.
Well, I'm spending the night with my lady.
Poor Lane. Left all alone.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I forgot. Well, did she turn off her headset too? I thought she did.
It sounds to me like you've already spaced it, so...
Yep.
Silver!
GG.
Well, I figured she saw me enter and saw me leave,
You're disguised, remember?
Disguised.
but I told you I was disguised and that I was going to the mansion.
You're just saying I'm disguised doesn't tell me what you look like.
Exactly. That's why you just walked right past me. Wow.
Sorry,
This
Lane.
is some dude with an ugly ass bitch that made me gay.
Yeah, I'm with a beautiful woman. Sorry.
Right. And I have no idea how to identify my teammates because. Well, I guess I don't find this guy.
You recognize Jim as you're walking up to the hotel, though.
No, Jim, I have a room prepared. But if we're gonna stay the night, you're gonna have to pay your own fare.
I have to pay my own fare? You know how broke a brother is? Can you pay
Well, I'm
for
pretty
me?
broke. Yeah, I'm pretty broke. I've got 2,000.
What? So how much is it here? 10,000, right?
10,000 Rio, good sir. I mean, you can come in and but it's like, I'll tell you what. How about you like we go like an alley or something? You transform into a kunai, and I can sneak in.
Granite's too small.
All right, let's. How
Okay.
is that?
We've had this discussion before.
Can he transform into a sword?
I initially allowed it, but then when I re-looked at the rules, I had to transform. You can only transform into one size lower.
Okay. Can you transform into a sword?
I'm
Like a backpack.
medium
or
size.
something.
What was it?
I'll transform into a backpack
Okay.
or a knapsack. Or
Alright, so you
Alright,
go
let's
into the alley, he transforms, you walk in with him on your back.
Well, not yet. I'm gonna look for my other compadres.
Oh, okay.
Some more.
So he's just
around
gonna
the back-
have him chilling in the corner as a backpack?
Yeah.
So while you're walking, the backpack starts zipping and unzipping.
GG. So I'm gonna like pretty much like search around town for everyone. So I don't know where
Okay.
they're at some point. I guess I'll run into them.
So I guess
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the only one
eventually-
that gets a good night's sleep.
So I'm just gonna say, eventually you end up going to the town hall and looking around, and you see Elaine inside.
Oh, Lane, there you go. I have a room prepared at 5 stars.
Sorry, what's up? Sorry, I couldn't
I
hear you
can't
over
hear
the
you
fucking
over the
engine.
sound of...
Yeah, I heard it. That's alright. No, I said, hey, Lane, I have a room prepared at the 5-star hotel, but if we're gonna stay the night there, then you have to pay your own fare. Just 10,000 Rio.
Okay. Silas said he had a lead here at this mansion across this street, so I'm waiting out to get any word from him.
It's been like an hour and a half since that time has happened.
Maybe you ran into some trouble. How long ago
You're right,
was it?
he probably did. It's been quite a while.
Maybe we should go look for him.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We can't just go without him. There's a lot of places.
Oh,
Are there any
no.
alleyways,
Oh,
Connor?
What was it?
Are there any alleyways?
Not really. There's like a little bit of an indent at each building, but that's the closest thing. Nothing that goes all the way through.
Darn.
What was the last place you heard from him?
He said he was disguised and going to the mansion to check out a lead. That was the last time I heard from him.
So the person who's right out front of the building, he's kind of listening on this. He goes, "Well, sorry to intrude, but there were 2 people who already went into the mansion and left already. I know. Sorry, I know it's none of my business, but they already went into a hotel. If that's who you're looking for."
Which hotel?
Was it a big giant guy?
I don't think it was a guy. It could have been though. I really wasn't paying that much attention. I was trying to focus here on people who were coming and going.
You know which hotel?
I can tell you, one of them was definitely larger than normal. So if that's who you're looking for,
Well, did you happen to see where they went?
yeah, into the 5-star hotel here.
Okay. I'll go check it out. Thanks for the help, kind stranger.
No problem. It's almost like I'm a plot point to push things forward.
Cough,
man, I
cough.
really wanted to go into the mayor's house and have you guys raid it, and I'd just be a backpack on Silver's back.
GG. So to the hotel.
Go to the hotel.
I guess we asked the receptionist. So
Yep.
I brought some guests here. Did anyone come in here recently?
The person says, "I'm sorry, we can't reveal any information about our other guests."
Of course, not for free anyway, right?
The person looks at you and he says, "This is a high-class establishment."
I
So it'll only
understand.
be like 100 Rio instead of 50.
So the person looks at you and he says, "Are you going to be spending the night or are you not?"
Yeah. We'll be staying.
Fine.
So, so Silver, you already paid. Lane, that's 10,000 Rio from you. Jim, you're disguised.
You know what? No, you're a dick. I'm gonna go to a different hotel.
The person looks at you and he says, "You're the one who's trying to bribe me, and I'm the dick. Go ahead."
All right, hang on.
I
we'll
am
be
an
back.
entitled white child. I can do whatever I want.
All right, hang on, we'll be back. All right,
I go to the 3-star hotel.
Oh wait. I was gonna just say you can disguise like in the alleyway. I can just take you as well.
Wait, sir, didn't you only have one bag before?
I was gonna say 2 backpacks.
What I'm gonna do is if she's gonna transform into a backpack, I'm gonna put that backpack inside of the other backpack.
Well, that's.
Oh man, so does that mean
that
that Jim and Lane are banging?
Sort of.
Oh no!
I'm not okay with that.
You know.
You don't know that Jim's a bag.
I
That's right.
understand that, but I'm not transforming. I'll go to the 3-star hotel.
No, you're transforming. Do it. Transform. Don't be a pussy.
I I
So you
have
go
a
to the
pussy,
3-star
so
hotel.
saying don't be a pussy
Yeah,
doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, but don't be one.
3-star hotel. Here we go.
The person says, "All right, it's 3,000 real for the night."
Thanks.
All right, so you pay 3,000 silver and Jim you up to your hotel. Jim untransforms.
I want to do a spit take on that price. 2-star difference, 7,000 real. No,
Next door, in the room next door, you hear a lot of commotion.
3,000.
You just hear a lot of bump, 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 bump.
Keep it down.
So this is only one bed. Silver and Jim, you sharing?
No, I'm sleeping on the floor.
No, we're gonna share European style.
No thanks.
What's your European style?
Well, we both sleep on the bed as respectable gentlemen.
No, thank you.
So Silver's on the ground and Jim's in the bed?
No. You're making this unnecessarily gay.
No thanks.
Jim is now a gay ninja. I guess he wants to sleep with Silver.
Are you following through with this? Or what?
No, out of character. I'm following through with this gay ninja thing.
Alright, you're gonna have to sleep outside then. No, I'm gonna take the floor then.
Man, that ugly woman turned me straight gay.
So are you sleeping in the bed, Jim?
Yeah, sleeping in the bed.
All right, Jim. Throughout the next town, you get +3 to all skill checks. Silas, same goes for you. Silver, you get an additional +1 because the floor is still comfier than normal. All because this is the best night's sleep that you have all ever had.
Boom.
Lane, unfortunately, no bonuses for you because you were in the 2-star hotel.
It's fine. I don't need bonuses. I'm still the superior ninja.
So the next morning happens, and y'all just kind of walk out. Lane, yeah, I assume you go to meet them, blah, blah, blah. Just kind of skip ahead.
Yep.
You all walk outside. Silas, you walk out last, and they see you with your lovely lady friend walking out.
So,
And she gives you a big old kiss on the cheek, and she says, "Be sure to hit me up next time you're in town."
Here's my
Grab my backpack.
here's my address. If the mayor does anything that you don't like regarding the lower class citizens, make sure to let me know.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And she goes on her way.
But people still don't know who I am because I'm still disguised.
But you recognize your
you get a
team, so
spot check.
Except for Jim, with Jim's the backpack.
you can do a spot check, Silver. Wow. 1d207, huh? Imagine that dice. You do not recognize
Look at that
Silas.
roll down.
My disguise check was better. You'll never
Mhm.
see me coming.
I'm gonna turn on my radio and be like, "Yo, where you at?"
I'm gonna get down to about way down here. And I'm going to lean up against the wall, undo my disguise, and then I'm gonna turn my radio on and say, "I'm at the front gate, guys. If y'all want to join me."
Well, I didn't hear that because I don't have a radio.
But
There you
Lane
go.
says it, so
Yep.
I'm just skipping past the faff. It's
So
just a lot of
what
pointless
happened to
faff.
your lead last night?
Well, it went well.
Yeah,
It
where'd you
went
find
real
that?
well.
So
I'm
what's
gonna do
the
sense motive check.
information?
It's motive check.
All right, well, that's sense motive. What was that, Lane?
So what's the information if it went so well that you just forgot about me?
I'm sorry. I
God
had to
damn
stay.
it,
I had to
roll.
stay. I had to stay undercover.
You couldn't even check in? Not even hey,
If I
everything's going good?
if
Go
I
get some
had
sleep.
radioed in, I would have blown my cover. I'm sorry.
You can sense that he got laid, Jim.
Undercover? Was that supposed to be a hint? And I nudged Silas Wink, wink.
I just look at him like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
You know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink.
Anyway, I found out from the mayor. I found out from the mayor where our next location is.
This ninja had sex.
This ninja over here.
So that's
And
why
then-
you were so busy, huh?
That's why I was so busy. So now we.
Don't do it again.
So now we take our leave, and we go to find the rogue ninja, and that's where we end.
Where are you going?
Hmm?
Where are you going?
Yeah, where are we
Where are you
What's the
going?
town's name?
I don't remember. It starts with a D. It's like
I
Destiny.
remember, not that I was
Destiny,
ever there for any of those conversations.
And you all take your way off to
Daijobu.
Daifobu.
Daifobu. So I'm not gonna remember any Japanese words.
So we're just gonna give you a little bit of a teaser as to this next place.
Cars! And Fubuki! Lots of Fubuki!
Fubuki.
A shit ton of Fubukis.
I just see the one Fubuki. Maybe
Look
I'm
to the left.
just see the one Fubuki and a bunch of cars.
Look
Keep,
left.
keep left.
Oh my god! I didn't go up. This map is huge.
There's
it's
Fubukis all over the place.
There are a
Pretty
lot
much
of
as big as the
Fubukis.
last map.
This next mission's gonna be good. Wait a minute. Heroes here? What if we meet up with him?
Oh, whoa. Fucking, why do I have him there?
Where's Earthworm Jim? There he
There he
is.
is.
There's Earthworm.
GG.
So, we can call it there then, shall we?
Yeah.
This is a good episode.
Ciao.
Man, I want to keep going.
I do too, but it's 11:30 and it's been 2.5 hours, and I kind of gotta go. I'm sorry, guys.
What are you talking about? It's only 8:30.
Yeah, 4
That's
more hours.
that's real funny. I actually got to be at work at 7:30 in the morning, so
Yeah, I gotta be working
Well-
4 a.m. It's only 8:30. Let's keep going.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time where we go through Daifobu.